מה יפה היום, שבת שלום. מה יפה היום, שבת שלום. Shabbat, Shabbat, Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat, Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat, Shalom. Shabbat, Shalom. Maya ve'hayom. Shabbat, Shalom. Maya ve'hayom. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom.
Okay. Before we say the blessing for the candles, I have some candles here, which hopefully everybody can see. I'm going to light them first, and then we'll have Bob sing the blessing, and you can all join in, although we won't be able to hear you. And then, by the way, the reason we don't have you unmuted is because there's a delay, and it sounds really bad when everybody tries to do stuff together. Not to mention barking dogs and the like. Oh, great. Broke that one. Here we go.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Okay, and Bob is going to lead us in the Kiddush, and Bob has a glass of wine. So please join us.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho b'ahava uvratzon hinchilanu zikaron lema'aseh v'reishit ki hu yom techila lemikroei kodesh zecher letziat Mitzrayim kivanu v'acharta v'yotanu kidashta mikol ha'amim v'shabbat kodshecha b'yahava uvratzon Hinchaltanu, Baruch atah Adonai, Mekadesh HaShabbat. And we all say, Amen.
So this week we are going to begin a new book of the Torah, the book of Leviticus, which is also known as Vayikra. And Vayikra is the name of the first portion in the book of Leviticus. I was reading through some commentaries on this week's Torah portion, and Vayikra means, and he called out. And I came across this one from Rabbi Ben Spratt. He quotes the Midrash, which tells us that Rabbi Abahu said, when the Holy One gave the Torah, no bird cried out, no fowl flew, no ox bellowed, The angels did not move. The seraphim did not say, "Holy, holy, holy." The sea did not stir. The creatures did not speak. The whole world fell into total silence. Rabbi Spratt goes on to comment, in a world filled with every color, taste, and sound under the heavens, if there is one powerful component of life that is absent, it is silence. We have erased it from every area. We have put speakers in subway cars and buses. Music plays in grocery stores and woos shoppers off the sidewalks. Blaring TVs are in our cabs and cars. And rare is the person who doesn't plug in music or podcasts amidst his or her daily journeys through cities of sound. Auditory cacophony and visual din are so needed for many of us that we use white noise to sleep and Twitter and email feeds to wake up. The French philosopher Blaise Pascal wrote, "All of humanity's problems stem from a person's inability to sit quietly in a room alone." And according to a recent meta-study published in Science magazine, we are so uncomfortable with undistracted silence that the majority of participants in the study would rather receive electric shocks than sit for even a few minutes in silence. Take away our sensory distractions and discomfort descends. For in silence, we are forced to hear the things we so often drown out, the cries of the soul, the existential solitude, the questions of person, place, and purpose. Silence points not only to what comes at us, but also to what comes out of us. The Vilna Gaon used to go for days fasting not on food, but on words. According to his ethical letter, a person should afflict himself the entirety of his remaining days, not by fasting on food, but rather by fasting on one's own mouth. And the Hasidic masters believed the highest form of spiritual practice was not the uttering of prayers or the sound of study, but rather hitbodedut, embracing silence, also known as self-seclusion or self-isolation, a spiritual silence, a silence of noticing, a silence of connecting. So isn't it interesting that the universe has given us this time to be more silent than usual, to learn the silence of connecting? And later on, I'm going to have us chat with each other, and I'd like us to think a little bit about what it is we're noticing now that we are in self-isolation, and now that we are more silent than we've been in times past. So we're going to continue with Shalom Aleichem.
Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharei, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malachei HaMelachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boachem leShalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon. Melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruch Hu Nidei Shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon. Melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Seischem leShalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech Malachei HaMelachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
So, what does silence have to do with our Torah portion? So, as I said, the name of the portion is Vayikra, which comes from the very first word of the book of Leviticus. And as I mentioned, it means, and he called out. But there's something odd about how the word is written in the Torah. The final letter, Aleph, is always written in miniature form. As Rabbi Platt points out, in the Zohar, which is the mystical book that is an interpretation of the Torah, in the Zohar, this little tiny Aleph points to the mystic's teaching that the silence of the Aleph inspires God to see it as the only conduit for unity and connection. Later thinkers imagined that of all the words and letters in the Torah, the only thing God uttered was the very first letter of the Ten Commandments, the letter Aleph, the letter of silence, the space of God's presence, because the letter Aleph is not pronounced. It's more like a in-breath. In silence, we're given the chance to feel presence beyond words. And for most of us, the most profound and powerful moments of our lives are never about words, but about feelings. The sense of belonging, the yearning for wholeness, the heart-shattering feeling of loss. And out of that silence, God may speak. Our early sages imagined that since the dawn of time, God has been calling out to every person at every moment. Abraham was simply the first person to be silent enough to notice. God has been calling out of a bush of flame. Moses was simply the first person silent enough to notice. In another example, God was whispering in the quiet. Elijah was the first to notice it on the mountaintop, as we read about the famous still small voice or soft whisper of silence. Our tradition, which imagines the universe created with words and encourages us to fill our homes and sanctuaries with speaking and song, believes that God calls out of the Aleph, the small spaces of silence. We continue the Hatzi Kaddish.
יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה, וילמד יברח חירותה, וימליך מלכותה, וחייכון ויומכון, ובחיי לכל בית ישראל, בגולה, בגולה, ובזמן הקריב, ויאמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מבורך לעולם ולעלמי עלמיה. יתברך, יתברך וישתבח, ויתבר ויתרומם ויתנשא, ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל, שמי דקודשה בריחו. לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, דאמירן ביעלמה, ואמרו אמן.
So for the Baruch Hu, you can rise if you'd like, and then we'll see everybody's stomach, or you can stay in place, whatever makes you more comfortable.
Ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la. Baruch Hu et Adonai המבורך, ברוך אדוני המבורך, המבורך לעולם ועד, המבורך, המבורך לעולם ועד.
So the first blessing we say before the Shema is a blessing acknowledging that God created our beautiful world. And this is a prayer by Alden Sullivan called For Creation. Author of life, architect of creation, artist of earth, your works declare your holy name. Mighty rivers, turbulent seas, towering mountains, rolling hills, vast spaces of brilliance and grandeur. You created palette and paint, color and hue, shape and form, abundant and beautiful, glorious and majestic, full of mystery and wonder. Blessed are you, with divine love, you created a world of splendor. And the second blessing is a blessing about God's love, and out of love, God gave us God's revelation of Torah. Oops.
אהבת עולם, בית ישראל, עמך אתה. תורה ומצוות, חוקים ומשפטים, אותנו למדת. על כן אדוני אלוהינו, שוכבנו וקומנו, נשיח בחוקיך, ונשמח בדברי תורתך, ובמצוותיך לעולם ועד. כי הם חיינו ואורך ימינו, ואורך ימינו, ובהם נגד יומם ולילה. ואמרתך תסיר ממנו לעולמים, ברוך אתה אדוני, אוהב עמו ישראל.
And the Shema asks us to listen. Listen, Israel, God is one. And hopefully at this time of isolation, with less noise out there in the world coming into our homes, we can really listen to God's voice. So please join us in the Shema.
Israel Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu, Echad. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu, Echad. Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu, Echad. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu, Echad. Ay da 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 da, ya da 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 da, ya da 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 da, ya da 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 da. Ya da 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 da, ya da 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 da, ya da 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 da, ya da 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 da.
Please join us in the Ve'ahavta, where we are asked to love God just as God loves us.
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווה היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך ובביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם, אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים, אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
Morris, your dog is adorable. And we have 85 participant devices, which means that we probably have at least 100 people. So this is just really wonderful.
Mazel tov.
Because I'd say at least every other device has 2 people. So Morris, you do the calculations. You're the math whiz here. So I want to read you a piece that was written about this time that we're in. It's called Lockdown by Richard Hendrick. Yes, there is fear. Yes, there is isolation. Yes, there is panic buying. Yes, there is sickness. And yes, there is even death. But they say that in Wuhan, after so many years of noise, you can hear the birds again. They say that after just a few weeks of quiet, the sky is no longer thick with fumes, but blue and gray and clear. They say that the streets of Assisi, people are singing to each other across the empty squares, keeping their windows open so that those who are alone may hear the sounds of family around them. They say that a hotel in the west of Ireland is offering free meals and delivery to the housebound. Today, a young woman I know is busy spreading flyers with her number through the neighborhood so that the elders may have someone to call on. Today, churches, synagogues, mosques, and temples are preparing to welcome and shelter the homeless, the sick, the weary. All over the world, people are slowing down and reflecting. All over the world, people are looking at their neighbors in a new way. All over the world, people are waking up to a new reality, to how big we really are, to how little control we really have, to what really matters, to love. So we pray and we remember that, yes, there is fear, but there does not have to be hate. Yes, there is isolation, but there does not have to be loneliness. Yes, there is panic buying, but there does not have to be meanness. Yes, there is sickness, but there does not have to be disease of the soul. Yes, there is even death, but there can always be a rebirth of love. Wake to the choices you make as to how to live now. Today, breathe. Listen behind the factory noises of your panic. The birds are singing again. The sky is clearing. Spring is coming. And we are always encompassed by love. Open the windows of your soul, and though you may not be able to touch across the empty square, sing. So let us sing the Michamocha, and as we do, let us think about opening our hearts just as Moses opened up the waters of the sea.
Ya la la ya la la ya la la bim bam, ya la la ya la la ya la la bim bam, ya la ya la la ya la la bim bam, ya la 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 ya la la bim bam. Bi chamocha boili madonna, bi chamocha nedor bakodesh no rati lo o se fele lo rati lo do se fele ya la ya la la ya la la bimba ya la ya la la ya la la bimba ya la la ya la la bimba ya la la ya la la bimba Ma'al Utekha Rahu Badecha Tokei Ayam Dikmei Moshe Se'eli Anu Be'amru Adonayim Lok Lawamba Ya Laila Ya Laila Ya Laila Bimba Ya Laila Ya Laila Ya Laila Bimba Ya Laila Ya Laila Ya Laila Bimba Ya Laila Ya Laila Bimba Mi kamocha, holy Madonna, mi kamocha, nedor bakodesh, no rati lo do sefela, no rati lo do sefela, ya la ya la 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 ya la 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 bimba, ya la la ya la la ya la la bimba, ya la la ya la 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 bimba, ya la ya la la ya la 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 bimba.
So this is a piece called In a Time of Distance by Alexander McCall Smith. The unexpected always happens in the way the unexpected has always occurred, while we are doing something else, while we are thinking of altogether different things, matters that events then show to be every bit as unimportant as our human concerns so often are. And then with the unexpected upon us, we looked at one another with a sort of surprise. How could things possibly turn out this way when we are so competent, so pleased with the elaborate systems we've created, networks and satellites, intelligent machines, pills for every eventuality, except this one? And so we turn again to face one another and discover those things we had almost forgotten, but that mercifully are still here. Love and friendship, not just for those to whom we are closest, but also for those whom we do not know, and of whom perhaps we have in the past been frightened. The words brother and sister, powerful still, are brought out, dusted down, found to be still capable of expressing what we feel for others, that precise concern. Joined together in adversity, we discover things we had put aside. Old board games with obscure rules, books we had been meaning to read, letters we had intended to write, things we had thought we might say, but for which we never found the time. And from these discoveries of self, of time, there comes a new realization that we've been in too much of a hurry, that we have misused our fragile world, that we have forgotten the claims of others who have been left behind. We find that out in our seclusion, in our silence. We commit ourselves afresh. We look for a few bars of song that we used to sing together a long time ago. We give what we can. We wait, knowing that when this is over, a lot of us, not all perhaps, but most, will be slightly different people. And our world, though diminished, will be much larger, its beauty revealed afresh. And that's what the whole purpose of Shabbat is, as we join Cantor Bob in Vishamru.
Vishamru b'nei Yisrael et HaShabbat L'Toratam B'Ritolam. Sorry about that. B'nei Uvein b'nei Yisrael Oti le'om B'nei Uvein b'nei Yisrael Oti le'om. I don't want to say Sorry, everybody. I can play guitar. A live glitch. Oh, Bayom Hashvi, Bayom Hashvi, Shabbat Bayi, Shabbat Bayi. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is being recorded too. Well, we got to be happy at some point. I do apologize, everybody. But that's a happy Shabbat.
In French, we call that le fou rire, which is a laugh that you cannot control.
That is absolutely true. Sorry about that, everybody.
Well, Shabbat is a joyous occasion, so
That's true.
yes. Where is Barbara, by the way? She was on another device before.
Yeah, she was. No, she's right. She's right.
Oh, she's right next to you. There you are. Okay.
Sorry.
Well, I'm glad you're having fun.
We are.
Yeah,
Good.
and we didn't have anything to drink either.
You may need something to drink, right?
That's true.
Okay.
I do apologize to all of our 100 viewers.
Yeah. Well, one person got off, so that may have been it was. Okay, we're going to continue with the tefillah, which is also called the Amidah, which is a standing prayer. But once again, unless you want to show your stomachs to everyone, you can do it sitting down.
Adonai sifatai, sifatai tiftach, uvi agid tehilatecha. Adonai sifatai, sifatai tiftach, uvi agid tehilatecha. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu v'Elohei avotenu v'emotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, v'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Isaka, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, v'Elohei Leah. Ha'el hagadol hagibor v'hanora el elyon, gomel chasadim tovim v'konei hakol, v'zocher chasdei avot ve'imaot, ומביא גאולה לבני בניהם למען שמו באהבה, מלך עוזר ומושיע ומגן. ברוך אתה אדוני מגן אברהם וישוע צרה. אתה גיבור לעולם, אדוני מחייך אותיו להושיע, משיב הרוח ומוריד הגשם. מקלקל חיים בחסד, מחיי הכל ברחמים רבים, סומך נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו לשני עפר, מי כמוך בגבורות. ומדום מלך, מלך ממית ומחיה, ומצמיח ישועה, ונאמנתה לחיות הכל. ברוך אתה אדוני, מחיי הכל. אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש, וקדושים בכל יום יהללוך סלה. ברוך אתה אדוני, האל הקדוש.
Let's just take a moment of silence to use the words of our own hearts, and then we'll conclude the Amidah with Shalom Rav.
Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Le'olam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Le'olam. Ki Ata Hu Melech Adon lecho hashalom. Ki ata hu melech adon, lecho hashalom. Shalom Rabba Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rabba Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. V'tov beinecha levarech et Amcha Yisrael b'chol עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. Shalom Rabba Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rabba Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam.
So before we mention the names of those we're thinking of tonight, who are in need of healing, I'd like to read this piece by Melvin Dixon. Now, there's a new collection of prayers and poetry that Rabbi Denise Egger and some others edited that is just going to be coming out with the CCR Press very soon. And it's for the LGBTQ year. And this is a piece that was actually written for World AIDS Day. And as Rabbi Egger mentioned when I was on a session with her a few days ago, there's some very, very close similarities between what happened when AIDS first started and our response to it and what's going on today. And so I thought this piece really kind of resonated with what's going on today. It's obviously written by somebody who was suffering from AIDS and who very unfortunately died fairly young. It's called Heartbeats, a poem for World AIDS Day. Workout, 10 laps, shin up, steam room, dress warm, call home, fresh air, eat right, rest well, sweetheart, safe sex, sore throat, long flu, hard nodes, beware, test blood, count cells, red's thin, white's low, dress warm, eat well, short breath, fatigue, night sweats, dry cough, loose stools, weight loss, get mad, fight back, call home, rest well, don't cry, take charge, no sex, eat right, call home, talk slow, chin up, no air, arms wide, nodes hard, cough dry, hold on, mouth wide, drink this, breathe in, breathe out, no air, breathe in, no air, black out, white rooms, head hot, feet cold, no work, eat right, CAT scan, chin up, breathe in, breathe out, no air, thin blood, sore lungs, mouth dry, mind gone, 6 months, 3 weeks, can't eat, no air. Today, tonight, it waits for me. Sweetheart, don't stop. Breathe in, breathe out. We're thinking of congregants as well as friends and family of congregants: Jonathan Davidson, Brenda Oppenheim, Ben Henderson, Bob Fry, Nancy Fry, Eileen Solon, Margie Aiken, Julie Lobos, Gloria Mangus, Steve Lux, Warner Copel, Chris Goodell, Kathy Kreider, Jan Judman, Judah Rubin, Julie Lapidus, Lynn Yarmoth, Gary Ferris. And if there's someone else that you're thinking of tonight, please mention their name. And please join us in the Misha Berach prayer, the prayer for healing.
This is a very special Misha Berach because so many in the world are suffering. Around the world, perhaps even down the street. So we wish them a refuah shalema. Misha Berach Avotenu Mekor HaBracha Leimotenu Mir strength who blessed the ones before us. Help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. Misha Berach Imotenu Mekor HaBracha Le'avotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shelema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say
Wait a sec. Oh, yay. Okay. All right. So I now have changed the settings so you can unmute yourself when you want to speak. And as I said earlier, when I read the little midrash on our Torah portion, the Aleph, the little Aleph in Vayikra, is a sort of breath that is God's transmission to us. And so hopefully in some of the silence that we've been experiencing over the past couple of weeks, the silence of, fewer cars and a lot less transportation and running around and all of that, in that silence, what kinds of things have we gotten more in touch with? So I want to kind of put that out there and see if people want to share, because we can share how frustrating all of this is and how scary it is and all of that. And that's absolutely the case. But there's also some benefit to this slowdown of like, okay, what's really important? And what are we really connecting with? So to unmute yourself, just go to the bottom of the screen and click on your microphone.
Or just press on your space bar.
Oh, really? Thank you, Rick.
That unmutes it.
I did not know that. Okay, you learn something every day when you do Zoom. So yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I did it. That's what I'm telling you. I have learned to use a lot more of this iPad and learned to use Zoom and taught a class with Zoom. So I am enjoying this. Staying home, doing things on the iPad.
We're very proud of you as well.
Thank you.
Yes.
Great, Carolee. Yeah, and
by the way, when you speak, if you could mention who you are, because not everybody can see everybody else. That was Carolee. And then when you're done, if you could mute yourself again, that would be great.
Okay, I'm Regina Richards, and I just wanted to mention when I go out, whether it's to a store or to a doctor or whatever, I'm just so amazed at the lack of traffic. And it's so beautiful. I'm thinking, oh, I wish the freeways could be like this all the time. And they are quiet. And it's just, it's very nice. And the air is so clear and the sky is so blue. So there's some nice things about that.
Thank you.
Yeah, I've noticed some. This is Rick. And my camera apparently isn't working. What I've noticed, went shopping at Trader Joe's, and we're all snaking around the block, waiting in line, 6 feet apart or so, and finding so many people laughing and talking to each other, taking the time. Everything slowed down. It was wonderful, and people were reflecting upon how things, when you go to the right place with the right attitude, there is no rush, there is no hurry, there's more connection if you have the eyes for it.
Thank you, Rick. And David Liepman wrote in the chat, enjoying being able to slow down. So yes, I think, and there's some other names that people mentioned for the Mishabera, so we'll keep those in mind as well. And
I
we're all
wonder-
gonna be, yeah. Go ahead, Amy.
Hey, Amy and Adam. We've actually had family dinners for the last couple weeks, everybody at the same time. And I can't tell you the last time we've done that in more than 2 days in a row with teenagers and went off to college. So that has been a wonderful thing.
Also, this is the first time I've seen my dad's face in several weeks, so I'm very thankful.
And you know, it's really interesting that even though, I mean, I left TV because I thought technology was distancing me from people, but you know, the technology is sort of a lifesaver right now, right? Because if we didn't get to do this, we'd maybe be on the phone, but we certainly wouldn't be able to see each other. And it's really nice to see people's faces.
Yeah, it is nice. This is Regina again. It is nice to see people's faces. And as I take my dog for a walk, I'm meeting neighbors that I've never talked to before because they're all outside. You know, we stay 6-10 feet apart. You know, we chit chat to each other, and it's really nice to do that.
And Chris Goodell says that
Yes.
long, in-depth conversations with friends. Yes, that's something we often have not had time for.
And
And
Rabbi,
on another note,
Paula
this
Herman.
is Paula. It's kind of nice not to have to put on makeup every day and do my hair every day because I'm in the house and nobody's going to see me. So that's kind of a positive, I think, except for my nails. I can't get my nails done and they're terrible.
Thank you, Paula. Martha.
Oh, sure.
Rabbi, this is Martha.
Hello, Martha.
Hello.
Yes, we hear you.
Yes. Okay. I was going to say that I talked our daughter, who's in Atlanta, into joining us for services today.
Oh,
And
John?
how often can you do that, right? I mean, we don't see her very often, and we're really isolated now. But it's a way to reconnect, even through technology. It's a wonderful opportunity.
Great. Oh, so Robin, you're R. Miller, I take it, right?
R. Miller, yes.
Nice to see you.
It's good to
Heard
see
a lot
you.
about you. And you know what? We have people from Oregon. We have, there's Carson and Stephanie and the little guy, Grayson. Hi there. And we also have Mark and Mickey. And as I mentioned before, we also have Mike and Kay from Florida. And we have Bob Pearlstein from down south. And it's just great to have everybody together like this.
Yes, it is.
Are there other thoughts people want to share?
Yeah, this is Marcia.
Hello, Masha.
Hi. Thank you, Bob, and your beautiful wife for participating in this. It's such a positive, and the one positive about all of this is being able to have this service and sense of Jewish community, which is sometimes lacking. I learned something today that I had never done before, and that is that I went to the bank, and it's only a drive-through now at our bank, and there was a line like 10 cars long that wasn't moving, and I discovered that if I take a picture of the check, and through mobile banking, you can deposit your checks just by taking a picture of it, which I'd never done before.
Hey.
So the other question I have is, can you do Zoom one-on-one, or is it
Sure.
just
absolutely.
Can you?
Yeah. Yes.
So one person initiates it,
Yes.
initiates the group, and then the quote group.
Right. You can get a free Zoom account by just going to zoom.us.com or something like, or zoom.us. Anyway, just put Zoom into your browser in Google, and then you can get a free account, and that allows you to have a 40-minute meeting with whomever you wish. You can't have more than like a certain number of people on there for the free account. This account is one that we paid for because it allows you to do a few extra things, but you can do it for free. So I'll help you with it offline.
Yeah, that sounds great.
By the way, another person who's on here from another city, from Las Vegas, is my mother-in-law, Mimi Lund, although she's blacked out her picture because she's wearing her nightgown. Okay, that's one of the things about doing the Zoom stuff. You can just wear whatever you want and no one even has to see you. So one of the questions that came up, oh, just somebody else want to say something?
Harvey Curlin.
I've got
Harvey.
Harvey. Hi.
Yeah. Hi. I wanted to just say we should be very thankful for the people who are working, the medical professionals, the people in the grocery stores, and all the caregivers.
Absolutely.
We should say a special prayer just for them.
Do you know that, I don't remember what city this was in, but there's an apartment building, I think it's in New York. Okay, could people mute themselves if they're not actually speaking? There's an apartment building, I think in New York, and they get out, and every day they're right next to a hospital. And when the shift changes, the people all come out on their balconies and give them a big applause, which is really lovely. And that's happening in more than one place. So absolutely, we should, because these people are putting their lives on the line, especially with the limited amount of equipment that's available to protect them.
When do we introduce the students from Cal Baptist?
Oh yeah? You applaud them?
I was just kidding.
Oh, okay.
I'm used to having us introduce people from the local colleges.
Oh, right, all right. We used to have, I should invite them to our next meeting, actually, yeah. We have Cal Baptist and La Sierra that come and observe our services. So one of the questions that came up, I believe it was Christine Liebman who proposed this, that given the fact that we're now not commuting to work, most of us anyway, and that we are sitting in our homes doing the service, would we like to do the service earlier? So now this, so does everybody know how to use the chat function? Which is at the bottom. If you take your cursor and you run it at the bottom of your screen, you can click on chat and you can put, so how about the idea of doing it at 6 or 6:30? So if you think that's a good idea or not a good idea, can you, okay, people are putting, some people say yes, some say no. Okay, so please enter your opinion into the chat. Well, okay, so 7, one person says 7. 6:30, wait, ooh, it's going fast. All right, I have to go back. All right, let's see. Some no. Yeah, if you say yes, please tell me what time you think would be good. 6:30, 7:30, okay. Too early, no preference, 6:30, 7. Okay, earlier is great. I'm working at 6. Okay.
I don't laugh as much if it's
How
earlier.
do I send the chat?
Just type, you click on chat and then you'll see, you could just type into it.
Okay. I have. Have you read it? This is Felice.
I'm going down the list. Too early for me. But
okay.
All right, just tell me then, and you don't have to put it in.
Yes, 6 or 6:30 would be.
Okay, so I'm sorry. As usual, it's good for some and bad for others. That's why we've always had a hard time coming up with it. It looks like some people want to keep 7:30. Some people say that it's too early to do it at 6 or 6:30. So Jeopardy is on at 7.
We have something called a DVR these days. They actually works.
Okay, so it doesn't look like 6 or 6:30 is necessarily a good idea for whatever reasons. I mean, this is the eternal problem of trying to figure out what makes everybody happy. Okay, I mean, it looks like the earliest would be 7, but at that point, I think it's interfering with everything. Because you want to either have dinner before or after. You don't have to drive to do this, right? But some people are, well, there are a few people who are still working and commuting. I know there's at least one person on this call who commutes to Orange County. And then, you know, people have whatever, they eat or do whatever. And, you know, so, okay. Thank you for your feedback. And we're probably going to leave it where it is just because it's too complicated and some people will not be able to get on. All right. Any final comments?
Yes, excuse me, Rabbi. It's Lori Magnus.
Okay.
I want to thank Bob and Barbara for making it a especially special Shabbat.
And
You're
I will
welcome.
do the same. Thank you, Bob and Barbara.
Yay!
And thank all of you. You're all so wonderful and sweet. We miss you.
We miss you too.
Calendar says that next week is 6:30. Is that correct?
It is a family service, which I am hopefully going to get the kids to do what they normally do, which is to lead the prayers. So those who like 6:30, you get 6:30 next week. Yeah, I'm trying to get the kids to do the prayers. We'll see how that works, because then I have to like unmute the kid who's doing the prayer, and that means finding their thing on the side. And you know, I mean, right now, this is sort of the limit of how many fingers I have to click back and forth between sharing screen and showing the slide and unmuting and muting. But then when I start getting individual kids doing stuff, that's going to be really hard. So hopefully we'll make it work. We'll see. Yeah. And by the way, in terms of announcements, tomorrow morning at 10 a.m., we're going to have Torah study right here in the same place at 10 a.m. And then on Wednesday, I'm doing lunch with the rabbi. So bring your lunch and we'll sit here and we'll talk about something. I'm not sure yet what it's going to be, but I'll figure something out. And also it's going to be open to, you know, people talking about what they need to talk about. So Bob and Barbara, you got a bunch of thanks in the chat if you want to look at it. Thanks and good to see you and all
You're
of that.
absolutely welcome. It's we haven't seen a lot of people for a very, very long time, but it's nice to see your beautiful faces in the videos, especially Larry and Martha. Your heads are kind of angled towards one another. It's kind of cute.
Okay, so we are going to continue with the Aleinu.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא, שהוא נוטה שמיים ויוסר הארץ, ומושב יקרו בשמיים ממעל, ושכינתו זו בגבי מרומים. הוא אלוהינו אין עוד, אמת מלכנו אפס זולתו, ככתוב בתורתו, וידעת היום והשבת אל לבבך, כי אדוני הוא האלוהים בשמיים ממעל, והארץ מתחת אין עוד. ככתוב בתורתך, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד, ונאמר, והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ. ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד.
Okay. Okay, sorry for the mess there, but I was trying to do what Rick said. He said if you hit the space bar, you can mute yourself. And instead of that, it changed the slides. So I guess you can't mute yourself while you're showing slides. So you learn something all the time with this technology. So at this time, we are thinking about those who are no longer with us. May their memories be for a blessing. And unfortunately, there are a number of people who are also passing away because of the coronavirus, and we think of them. Is anyone here in Shiva? If you are, please mention the name of the person you're thinking of. And if in Shloshim, we're observing Shloshim for Paul Aaron Lewin, brother of Rosemary Young. And if you're in Shloshim or the first year of mourning, please mention a name.
Steve Landis.
Ellen Schmuckler.
Harold Lester,
Yeah.
Donald Lester.
Miriam Ice.
And we're also observing yard sites this Shabbat for Joseph Marks, Anna Badovsky, Ann Jaspin, James Marcus, Joanne Barnett, Harold Lester, Norma Glick, Louis Miller, Marvin Margolis, Danny Laustaunow, Simon Miller, Nathan Oshrenko, Edwin Herbert Clapham, Mary Brownstein, Esther Lerner, Louis Zeiger, Della Finkel, Nahamu Levy, Paul Carone, Hyman Cohen. Is anyone else observing a yard site? So please join us in the Mourner's Kaddish. Yikadal v'yikadash shemei rabbah.
Amen.
Yalma divrach yechutei v'yamlich malhutei. V'chayachanu v'yomechanu v'chayei dechol beit Yisrael ba'agala uvizman kariv imru. Amen.
Amen.
Yehei shmei rabbah mevarach le'olam u'almei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. V'yithadar v'yitale v'yitalal shemei dekudashah b'richu. La'ela min kol birchata v'shirata. Tushbachata v'nechemata. Da'amiran be'alma v'imru. Amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya. V'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen.
Amen.
Oseh shalom bimromav. Hu ya'aseh shalom. Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen.
Amen.
May the source of peace send peace to all who mourn and comfort to all who are bereaved, as together we say, Amen. And our closing song is Oseh Shalom, the ending of the Mourner's Kaddish.
Oseh Shalom bimromav, Hu yaseh Shalom aleinu. Ve'al kol Yisrael ve'yimeru amen. Oseh Shalom bimromav, Hu yaseh Shalom aleinu. Ve'al kol Yisrael ve'yimeru amen. Oseh Shalom bimromav, Hu yaseh Shalom aleinu. Ve'al kol Yisrael ve'yimeru amen. Oseh Shalom bimromav, Hu yaseh Shalom aleinu. Ve'al kol Yisrael ve'yimeru amen. Oseh Shalom bimromav, Hu yaseh Shalom aleinu. Ve'al kol Yisrael ve'yimeru amen. Oseh Shalom bimromav, Hu yaseh Shalom aleinu. Ve'al kol Yisrael ve'yimeru amen.
So we are going to do a motzi. My piece of bread fell apart here, but as Bob suggested, touch the screen, and that way we can all be touching the bread and
Yeah,
touching.
put the bread right near the screen, though. Put it near the camera. Put the bread right near the camera. There we go. Now touch the screen. Good. Want to do a motzi jam, Jory? Hamotzi lechem min haaretz. We give thanks to God for bread. Our voices rise in song together as our joyful prayer is said. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen.